Yo, what is going on, guys? This is Solar Gaming back here for another Destiny 2 video. Guys, I am so sorry about last video and how bad the audio was. I know it was terrible. I was not feeling myself. If you guys didn't know, I had the stomach bug. I'm still recovering from it, but I feel much better than when I made that video. If you guys are wondering why we're doing the last mission Omega here instead of falling with the second one, I know most of you guys that are watching this have already completed the whole storyline, which is completely fine. I'm not even here to commentate over the story, really. I'm here to tell you what my opinions are about Curse of Osiris, and basically my end summary of it, basically what I think of it overall, if it's worth it, should you buy it. That is why you were watching this video. So let's just get right into it. I'm gonna break down a little facts by facts about what they did, what's new, what's not new, and what I think is going to happen in the future with this game. So starting off first, let's talk about the story, since that's the first thing most of you guys are going to be doing, and most of you are interested about. What do you do in the story? Well, the story is basically you going into Osiris's infinite forest, helping him defeat the Vex threat of destroying the future of Mercury. You're basically helping him save Mercury, and a lot of you are wondering, how many times do you see Osiris? The real Osiris and not some clones. One time, and it will be in this final mission I'm showing here. You see him at the very end, help you defeat the boss, which is very, very disappointing. Very disappointing that they did that. How are you going to make a whole DLC based off of Osiris and you're only going to show him one time, right? It's really stupid. I don't know why they did that. It really infuriates me that I only got to see this mythical warlock in the lore one time. Yeah, so basically after that, the story is completely over. Yeah, it was only about 6 to 7 missions. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. I think it was only 6 to 7 missions, and it only lasts about an hour, hour and a half if you were just going for a nice speed run. If you played it, killed all the enemies, 2.5 to 3, it's not long at all. Not long at all, and the content was very drainful. Another question a lot of you guys might be asking is, what do you get from completing the story? You get 1 exotic. Again, really shameful. All that for 1 exotic. I know, it's not even a gun either. It's a random armor piece. Actually, I think you only get 1 choice. It makes you pick. Correct me if I'm wrong again. I think it's different for each class. The hunter gets a boot, I think. I know the Titan gets an arm piece, and I'm not too sure about the Warlock. Warlock's probably helmet or chest, if they want to switch it up. That's what they usually do. Okay, so besides the story, what does the Curse of Osiris have for you? Well, besides the story, there is side missions. Of course, that's what they always do. What do these side missions get? Well, needless to say, nothing, pretty much. It gets you more legendary gear that you really don't need. They did fix the illuminated engrams, guys. If you guys were wondering about that issue, I talked about that in my previous video, and yes, they have fixed that. It seems like since I've been playing, I've been getting those a lot more frequently. But the bad thing is I haven't really got anything out of any of them that I actually wanted. It's been Sparrow ship. I haven't got any of the emotes, none of the emblems, none of the really good shaders, none of that shit. Just giving me sparrows and ships and sparrows and ships, and it's getting really annoying. So what else other than side missions? Nothing. There's absolutely nothing. If you guys are talking about just regular content, there is absolutely nothing. And I'm not including the exotics. I'm excluding the exotics when I say this. There is absolutely nothing once you complete the story and the side missions. Okay? Now you're gonna be asking me, what new exotics are there? I know that's a really great question. I do have a list here in front of me, so I can tell you guys all the new ones and all the old ones. The really horrible thing that they did, guys, was they brought back 80% of the items from D1. That's right. I know it's really stupid that they did that. There's only, I think, 3 or 4 new items for each class. Yeah, and there's only a couple new guns, and everything else is D1 remade. Yeah, very shameful. I don't know why they did that, but let me get right into this. So, one of the new Titan helms is called Kepri's Horn. It's a Titan helmet that rewards solar damage kills by recharging your barricade, which will do some AoE solar damage when summoned. Yeah, I don't see that being too good at all. The helmet's 814. I'm not going to read that. Most of you guys already know what that is. Graviton Forfeit, again. Stag. Aeon Safe. These are new. These are Titan Gauntlets. It gives big buffs to nearby Aeon Cult allies, whatever that means, including grenade energy to Warlocks, barricade energy to Titans, and dodge to Hunters. Other lamos get a small share of the same buffs. So, I don't know if that's worth the exotic slot. Getting the small buffs for your teammates. I don't know. Maybe for the Titan, but yeah. Aeon Soul for the Warlock Gauntlets. Buff Aeon Cultlets in the same way Aeon Safe Titan Gauntlets do. This cult stuff doesn't sound so bad after all. So it looks like, guys, that these Aeon Safe Gauntlets for each class kind of act in the same way. They each buff each other. Basically, one Aeon Gauntlet buffs another Aeon Gauntlet for each class. You know what I'm saying. You have to be wearing the gauntlets basically to get the buff. I don't know how that works. Maybe if you had a whole team wearing them, it would be better. But I don't know. Ophidian Aspect, you guys already know what that is. Warlock OP. Shinobu's Vow, another remake. Jimny Jester, this is new. Hunter Boots improves the dodge ability, disorienting nearby enemies and disabling the radars for a few seconds. Take them to a work party. Wow, that's actually, that seems like it could be pretty OP in Crucible, you guys. If you play Crucible, that is. Prometheus Lens is destroying that right now, so don't know if you want to do that. MK44 Stand-Asides, another remake. The Vesper of Radius, this is new. It's a Warlock chest piece, makes rifts release and arc shockwave when they're cast, placing a loud, bright emphasis on the great work you're doing. You're encouraged to show off too, because hanging around teammate makes rift abilities recharge faster. Whoever made this is kind of roasting some of these armor pieces, but that sounds like it'd be pretty good. I don't know if I choose it over some of the ones that the Warlock has now, and that does it. That does it for the new exotic armors, guys. So let me count this up real quick. We got 1, 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So there's a total of 6 new exotic armor pieces in total. 6. And a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so there's 7 remakes of the armor pieces from D1. Now we're gonna be moving into the weapons, guys, because that's a real shame that they only brought back, or they made 6 new exotic pieces, and that's for every class, guys. That's not just for one class. Every single class combined, it's only 6. The new exotic weapons, the Crimson. It is a hand cannon that fires a 3-round burst and heals the wielder for every kill. So basically, it's the Red Death, guys, as a hand cannon, basically. That's actually pretty cool. Unfortunately, the weapon art design on it was really bad. I mean, really bad. I'll try to put a screenshot up if I can. Not know if I'm going to do that, though. I might just upload it as is. The next gun is the Prometheus Lens. A lot of you guys know about this already. I'm not going to go too in depth about what this is. It's basically a Cold Heart variant. It's its cousin. It is a solar trace beam that generates a big hot field of fire that grows the longer you continuously fire it. Basically, it's an ad killer. Cold Heart is a boss killer. And Prometheus Lens is completely broken in the Crucible. It's actually killing just as fast as the Vex Mythic class when it was first released. So, yeah, definitely put that in the Crucible if you haven't already. Next is a reboot from D1, Telesto. I'm not going to talk about that. You guys already know what that is. The colony, this is new. It's a grenade launcher. This guy says it's gross. It's a grenade launcher that spits out spider robots that run after targets and explode when they get close. And while it's not equipped, it refills a magazine automatically. The little spiders pushing ammo around. That's actually pretty cool. Unfortunately, again, the weapon design is very poorly made. Yeah, wow, really Bungie, come on now. The Jade Rabbit, another reboot from D1. New ghosts. So that does it for the guns, by the way. They brought back 2 new ones and made 3 new ones. So, wow. Ghost, the Cosmos Shell, increases all XP gains by 10%. That's not too bad. Electronica Shell, both of these look very fucking ugly. Electronica Shell is for you in public events, because it increases loot gains from them on all destinations. That's actually pretty good if you're looking to farm exotics. I recommend that one. Fire Victorious Shell. It is a studious fellow that generates gunsmith telemetry data on any elemental gun that kills at an increased rate. That sounds pointless. Don't recommend using that. The Star Map Shell. This actually looks pretty damn cool, not gonna lie. The Star Map Shell will make sure caches don't stand a chance against its 50-meter detection field. Increased glimmer gains make this little Nolan North thrust extra special. I wouldn't choose that over the other one. Last one, or not the last one, but Sagira Shell is great for Mercury-based treasure hunting. It detects caches and resources within 75 meters. Guys, this is actually very OP. If you didn't know, Mercury is probably the smallest map, and I don't even think it is 75 meters. So you should be able to spot every single chest once you spawn in. The last ghost is the Fast Lane Shell. It is a speed demon, making sparrows summon faster and takes less time to reload your weapons while you zoom around. Okay, so that one I could see being pretty good if you're trying to speed run some stuff. Other than that, I would probably use some of these other ghosts over that. But that does it for the exotics, guys. Take what you want from that. I'm very ashamed of what they did with that. I think that they could have done a lot more. They should have made a lot more Osiris-based weapons to bring back more than half of your weapons and armor from D1 is very lazy, in my opinion. That shows that you're bringing no incentive to make new weapons, which I don't get, because that would pull in more money for you. But we're not going to go too depth in that. So the final question, guys, that most of you probably want me to answer: should you buy this DLC? If you are a Destiny player and you've been playing Destiny for all your life, for the sake of keeping up with the lore, I think it might be worth your buy. Okay, I think it might be worth your buy. Now, why do I say might? Because you might take it completely different than I do. You know, I can't speak for yourself. I don't know how you're going to take it once you play the story and all that. But looking at the raid that's coming out, it looks like it could be worth it for a little while. Worth, what is it, 25? I don't think it's worth 25. Okay, but just the content itself, I don't think it's worth 25. But being, you know, just an all-time Destiny player, if you're an all-time Destiny player, that extra bucks might just be worth it. Just keeping up with the storyline. Now, if you're not a Destiny player, if you haven't been playing Destiny for a long time and you want to start, do I recommend this to you? Absolutely not. I don't think you should waste your money on this. I think your money is better well spent on something else. Actually, the Horizon Zero Dawn DLC has actually just launched last month, and I didn't even know about it. Frost Wildlands, something like that, whatever it's called. Absolutely phenomenal. I've been checking it out. I'm going to buy it actually here pretty soon. I recommend that you get that instead, or spend it on Fortnite, something else. But guys, that's pretty much been it for this video. If you did like it, leave a like, subscribe, tell your friends. Guys, this has been Solar Gaming. I'm out.
Vex's mind is destroyed, and the path to their dark future is gone with it.
And in case you were wondering, our guardians were amazing.
Our guardians? Huh. My guardian. Guardian thief.
Osiris, it's been a very long time.
Too long, I was going to say student, but... well, that word is too small for you now.
I've had other teachers. Time. Pain. A guardian who makes a habit of the impossible, who I'm proud to call a friend.
The world has changed.
So has the city. You could come back with me.
No, my place is here now. We stopped the Vex this time, but many equations lead to the same solution. If they were ever to find another... Besides, I predicted many things, but I never saw you. Now we have a future. The pathway to the forest will be open if you ever need to find me. Or if you want to talk.
I'd like that.
Great. Galaxy saved. Friends again. Our big hero over here. And by the way, you're welcome.
Come, little light. We have infinite realities to explore. And all the time in the world.